Justin here for the Atlanta Brick Company, and it's getting cold outside. Turkey Day is behind us, and we're moving on to the next holidays. So I'm going to share with you some gift-giving goodness. Quick side note, I have lived in Georgia my entire life. I sold my accent to pay for college, and I pretty much lived in the same area too. I never remember it snowing before December. I say it's a Christmas miracle. Let's move on. I have an amazing set to share with you. It is set number 6399, Ariport Shuttle. From the famous and highly sought after Monorail system. The Monorail system was introduced in 1987 in the set Monorail Transport System. It was actually part of the Futron theme, which was a subset of the space theme at the time. This system used a 9-volt battery, and it included 10 different tracks. Only 3 monorail sets were ever produced between 1987 and 1993. There were 2 track accessory packs that you could get, and an additional 3 different track services, and these included like someone's knocking, which included a stop-release switch, among other things that you need for all your monorail goodness. Monorail, monorail, monorail! So in the spirit of giving, let's get into the highly sought after and much beloved monorail system. All right. How do I look? How do I look? Jolly? Do I look jolly? I hope I look jolly.
You look jolly.
Thank you. Plenty jolly. Thank you, Chris says I look jolly. I know elf ears, but maybe I'll be pulling the sled instead of making the toys this year. I don't know. The monorail system was so beloved for many reasons. One, it could fit in multiple different themes, as Lego suggested. So it could be a modern theme, like the airport transport we have here. It could be a futuristic theme, like when it was first introduced. But it also worked really well. It's also the only motorized system they did that could go up an incline. This thing could actually climb upwards, as you'll see when I put this bad boy together. So let's stop talking about it and let's get into it. I'm pretty excited for this. I've never actually seen one of these working. I've only heard about it in legend. All right. This was the biggest monorail set they made also. Not only in pieces, but it did a double loop when put together. This box... Oh, okay. So the top comes off, and it has the window box style. It's a little torn here and a little beat up. It's definitely seen some better days, but it's not the worst box we've ever seen. Little pen marking on here. Just to have a box for this is amazing. All the plastic windows are intact, no rips or tears there, just a little bending in the cardboard. There are pictures of the back of the box. I don't want to dump everything out, but can you see it? Alternate builds and whatnot and so on. Par for the course. Now, this person took a great deal of pride and care in this, because look at that. Can you see that? The stickers are unused. A little bit of chewing, maybe, there. A little bit of weathering there, but look at that. And they give you a couple of different options for the track. Very nice, very nice. This one came with 9 minifigures. Yes, 9, including a hamburger chef. Explaining the 9-volt system there. 9-volt battery. This isn't the same type of 9-volt with the big switch like the train system has. It just runs on a 9-volt battery. I've never actually done a train or motorized anything in Lego, so I'm really excited for this, and I just want to see if it works. Oh, interesting. It's an actual picture of what you're constructing. Do they do that everywhere? Yeah. There's another one. Right there. Now, of course, as we know, they do this on a regular basis. Uh-oh. A page just fell out. Look at that. There's a little folding thing. We'll get to that when we get to that. They do have a little bit of theming here with the blue sky heading down into the green to give you, I guess, a modern airport-y looking style there. This person, as I mentioned, took very good care of this. Everything's separated in bags. Of course, there's no guarantee that everything's there. We'll still have to inventory it. There's our switch system and other track pieces, and there's our supports. Hopefully we have them all. And our big boys. I'm so happy. Has been. Oh! The stickers are on it. It just included another unused sticker sheet. I wonder what the story behind that is. Interesting. Look at the simplistic kind of art style they had back then for the hamburger. What is that, an onion ring? Does the hamburger have a piercing? Is it a rad bad hamburger? This was the 90s. Maybe it's extreme. But yeah, unused sticker sheet. This person ordered it after they had already applied the stickers to it. Okay, look at this. This was in the insert with the instructions there, but it's advertisements for sets to come out. It's a trip down memory lane. I had that pirate set. I had the Black Seas Barracuda. Biggest toy mistake of my life is giving that up, selling that to a consignment store. And some Technic stuff, and then on the back, M-Tron. M-Tron, Blacktron, all the Trons. They're all there. All right, enough talk. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's see what we got. I will get my toothbrush. Not my personal toothbrush, but a toothbrush. But this looks pretty good. Let's see it. Here we go. You ready? Ho, ho, ho. Let's get our jollies. That's bad. I shouldn't say that. Okay, first off, we have our sticker sheet. I guess that's a double check there. Alright, this is my first specialty piece. This is a black electric wire with 2x2 by 2/3 pair, is what it says. 15 studs long. I'm assuming that's going to be okay, that there's nothing broken. It doesn't look like it's been kinked up too much, and even then it's probably meant to take some kinking. There's metal around the studs. It's cool. Metal on the bottom there. I only need one of those and I got it. In fact, so far everything has been accounted for. I'm only on the back of page 1, but it's been pretty good so far. Okay, so Bricklink calls this a black monorail bogie, or bogie. Am I pronouncing it correctly? I don't know. With bogie bracket pivot. This little pivoty piece with the rolly wheels. We got 2 of those, and there are 2 in the set. And we have this, though I haven't come to this yet, but looks like that's the motor. Very cool. Okay, things are still going well. I wanted to show you these pieces right here. This is just called the supports, and we have 2 different styles. We have the basketball player version and the jockey version, high and low track. And they are all accounted for. We got 10 of these, 2 of these. Let's see how they fit in. I have another one of those rare base plates in an odd shape. This is a 8x16, and you'll of course notice that white line. It is a bend stress fracture from probably where the person removed the track. So maybe the track really grips to the studs very well. The clutch power is strong within this one. We're going to replace this, especially if somebody's going to pay this much for this set. They're going to have premium parts. This might be a good time to discuss price. Now, normally in these videos, I don't give away how much we're going to sell something for. However, this set is so rare, and I know people are going to ask. The way Atlanta Brick Company, Atlanta Brick Co., if you will, prices things is we use Bricklink. Bricklink has a market system. It's capitalism at its finest. The prices are determined by what people are willing to pay. If somebody prices something that they have way too high, no one will buy it. So the market balances itself out by what people are willing to pay. And that's how the Atlanta Brick Company prices all of our merchandise. And it's also a way that we can stay fair and competitive in our prices. Now, we offer things that Bricklink cannot, like our guarantee, that someone has painstakingly gone through this and made sure everything is clean and there. And we also offer boxes, which a lot of people don't give boxes or full sticker sheets. Normally they would say that on Bricklink, but not always. So you're definitely getting a higher quality product when you come to us. We just take things more seriously than a lot of other places, and not to disrespect them, but a lot of Lego sellers on Bricklink are just people doing it out of their garage. We're a brick and mortar store that's a legitimate business, and we just take a lot of pride and care with what we do. Now for your answer. This set has not had much action on Bricklink, so it's actually going to be a little hard for us to price it. Normally you'd use things like how much did it sell for last time it sold, are there new and used versions of it, and there's almost no information, meaning no one has this set or no one wants to get rid of it if they have it. So Chris told me this is definitely going to be over $1,000. Now, how much over, he's still going to do some research, look at some other things, and determine that. But definitely over $1,000. So I'm touching over $1,000 of Lego-y goodness. Alright, so I've never actually looked for one of these. I've never had to replace one in a set before, so I'm going to check out where we have these. Now, we do sell a lot of our little specialty base plates over here. They're going over some bulk brick. Morning, guys! This is our big old bin of base plates. There's also regular plates in here too. That is the right size. There's an old gray one, of course. I think all the plates in this size will be old gray because of the time they phased these out, of course. That's too big. That's rounded, that's too big. I don't see any others. So I believe there's some on the back wall. So let's go looking. I found the drawer. It is right there with our plates. It is mixed in with some different sizes, I see. This might be a good time to mention that Lego makes two different types of plates. There is the regular plate, which is this. They make this in various sizes. This is a regular plate. This is 1/3 the height of a regular standard Lego brick. So if you stack 3 of these and push them all the way down, they will be exactly 1 brick thick. However, a base plate is the super thin, flexible plates. So that is the difference between a base plate and a plate. And it is an important distinction if you're building. We found one. All right. I will put this bad one, this bent one, in our pick-a-brick. There you go, little one. Be free. Okay, so I noticed on all these track pieces there's some wheel marks. I don't know if that's grease or just dirt from being used and loved on so much, but almost all of it is coming off. In fact, some of these you can't even tell it had it. But just a little bit of elbow grease and we'll clean it right up. There are 2 of these guys that they call them the upper track, and then there are 2 of these guys, they call them the lower track. I am so excited right now. I think I just discovered how the tracks actually are connected together with 1x4 gray plates. The reason I think that? Well, deductive reasoning, a little bit intelligence, observation, and the fact that there's 54 in this set. And it looks like I'm going to have all 54. All right, I am finished inventorying this set, and it is 100% complete with one small exception. Remember this sticker sheet we saw, and we were very impressed that it was so pristine and nice looking? Well, it's because it's not actually a Lego sticker sheet. It is a very high quality reproduction. This set is missing some of the stickers. Some of these stickers were back in the days when Lego didn't consider it a sin to put one sticker over multiple parts like they do now, and those parts are all accounted for and there was no sticker on it. Some of them are. The hamburger one I showed you earlier, that's over multiple parts. This guy is a reproduction as well. So that's actually supposed to be white. So we are missing a few of the stickers, but we actually have someone else who works for the store who does a lot of inventorying at home who put together this same exact set. They don't have a box, and I believe they don't have instructions. They might, but his set came with stickers. Because this is the boxed version, we will poach the stickers from that set and put them with this one to make sure it is 100% complete. So in the close-up, you may see some stickers missing, but know that the set you buy, if you do buy this, in the box, will be 100% complete. This, again, very, very good forgery, very high quality, but it is not actually Lego. There were a few parts I had to find out of our inventory, but I was able to replace everything. These two prints were fairly common. The one that came in the set was a little yellow, so I found these bright white ones, a lot better shape. So if you're paying this much money for this set and the box and the instructions, then you should get the highest quality. This will truly be top shelf premium, and it will be delicious. Here's our battery box. Let's hope he didn't leave a battery in there. Or she. Oh, we're good. Honestly, I could tell from the weight. I was just building suspense. Did it work? Did it work? Were you suspended? I'll work on it. All right, I'm very close to finishing the build. Wanted to just give you an idea of what the instructions look when you put it together. So it doesn't really take you through a step-by-step on putting the track together. It just shows you one big picture. What does help is that they have very specific connection points. That's two studs right there. And you'll notice that's at an angle because they really thought about this and understood how this is going to work. So you could put this all on plates and it would line up just perfectly. That's pretty spiffy. So that helps a great deal, especially someone like me who's never messed with tracks or monorails ever before. You attach the tracks as I guessed, just with these. They have a few plates here for the one that goes right next to the line, I guess, just to keep it smooth. It's not that close, so I didn't know if it was that necessary. They give you instructions on turning this portion for which direction it goes. Now, I did show you this. This was torn right along the seam, just having it constantly folded and bent. It's something that happens. But on the other side, if I'm going to flip this guy over, so that's the final thing you build, and it gives you multiple options on how to set it up. Because of space and because of the way it looks on the box, I am setting it up in the default double ring there. But you have enough track to do all of that. And they have the real picture of it and then the rendered eagle eye view. As I'm putting this together, I noticed now that I'm in good light, oh no, it doesn't match. This snuck in there. That is painfully obvious. The evil return of Blay. This is what it came with. But Bricklink had these listed as alternate pieces. And the reason why is because the set originally came with this specialized piece. 1x2 in red with a little slot at the end. And the instructions don't tell you how to use it because this obviously was the second release of these instructions, but it must have gone somewhere here for the wire to feed through. In other words, you wouldn't use this yellow and blue at all. You just clamp that down on top, I guess, and feed the wire back to the battery box like that. But the alternate is what this set came with. A 2x4 plate and a 1x2 blue plate. That's it. I don't know exactly how you use this. I guess it's easy to figure out. That was interesting that that had an alternate piece, and we actually have it. This is a pretty rare piece, and it does come with it. There you go. You can build it either way. If you can find the original instructions on how to use this, have at it. Go crazy. Oh, here we go. I had to find the biggest table we have just to get it to fit. And this is the smallest configuration, I believe. The default configuration. Get away, toothbrush. You're spoiling the majesty. And so I'll explain how this works in a moment. You do have these switches, and this is stop, and this switches the direction. So I'm going to have it go the other way, and it will stop. Oh, and there it goes. It works. And of course that's facing the other way, and it'll keep doing that forever. If I switch it that way, it'll keep going. And if I switch it to that, it will stop. Watch this. Whee! Boink. All aboard. Amazing. And watch this. All I have to do is switch, and there it goes again. How does it work? Lego magic. Here's a different angle. It coming under the track there. Switch them back the other way. Arrow facing that way. Boink. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty. You've seen it work. You've seen the magic. Let's get into this thing and look at the airport monorail. Here we are at the terminal. We have some nice foliage, a couple of trees. We have light posts, these red and white. Go with the color scheme here. I'm going to do some landscaping so I can get down with the burger chef here. Burger with attitude. He's got a couple of guests that I guess were late, so they just left. They left their burgers. They drank their drinks. Those are empty. They're on their way to their train. The blue represents tickets. There's enough for each minifigure who is a passenger to have a ticket. There's your ticket scanner. Going up here. There's some nice little industrial lighting down here. And there's the terminal there. There's seating. Sorry for the lighting. It's a big room. I don't have super good control of the light situation. That guy's ready. Getting on the shuttle. I'll show you the minifigures close up. We have a sticker across, what was that, 5 pieces on each side there. These large curved yellow panels only came in yellow in this set. So that's an extremely rare piece. And we have, I'll try to get around stickers on the other side. There's not much to see on the other side. Let's go. So here we are on the other side. So there's a couple of stickers there which are repeated on the big white panels. On the other terminal, I guess the ground transport terminal. A couple of directional indicators, I guess, stop and go. There's not much to see down here. Guardrail, the back of the burger shop, a couple of seating in black there, and that brings us over to this guy. So there's that sticker again on that side. There's a sticker there across 3 pieces, and that is repeated on both sides. And we have on the other large panel the airport times over there. And we have luggage storage here. Another ticket checker, whatever you call that. This is the only sticker we're missing on this side. We're missing both of them. That's what that sticker looks like. It's the terminal T that goes on the top. One face with an arrow one direction, and there's one with the arrow facing the other direction. We are ordering the sticker. Little steps there. Some foliage, more of those white lamps. And this is a telephone. Don't see that at airports anymore, do you? Here's a view from the top. So your transport can just pick you up, I guess, in either direction. Does not come with a car, so there's no way to take you to the airport, but that's how it goes. Here are our first 3 minifigures, and of course you can make them be whoever you want. These look like regular passengers to me, though, if I were to just guess. And of course that's our cook with his chef hat and his prim and proper suit. These two have their tickets ready to go, and a suitcase for her. Of course you can switch it up however you want, but this is the default. No prints on the back. And they all have the standard happy minifigure face. Here is our next set of 3. We have either an airport enthusiast or a employee. Maybe he's a baggage handler or he works at the ticket booth. He still has to have his ticket on the train. I would say he is a passenger, and she looks like some professional. Maybe she's a flight attendant. She's whoever you want her to be. Basically, that's the back, no prints. And there you go. Next set, please. And our final 3 are super special because we have our pilot. He's either going to work or coming home from work. He's got his ticket for the train, another passenger with her long red pearls, and our train conductor. And there is the back, standard happy minifig faces, and that's our minifig selection. Obviously not the stars of this show, but very important. Alright, let's check out the star of the show and let you in on the magic on how this works. So, this opens up, this opens up, there's seating for 2 there and room for luggage. There's where the conductor will sit. This set only came with 1 conductor. That's the switch to make it go on and off. It is currently in the on position. It's not running right now because of that little guy, and I'll get into that in a second. There's your wire. My one complaint about this is to replace the battery, you have to disassemble it. Basically take apart the roof a little bit, and the opening to the battery box is on the bottom, so you have to take the whole thing off. I did not like that part, but it's not a big deal. I would definitely not store this with the battery in it. This was taken very good care of. Anyway, there's the seating on the other side. These are pretty much identical on either side on the front part. But after that you see, so there's 2 windows, battery box, 4 windows. That's what it looks like from the front with our little conductor there. This opens up too, of course. The bottom part, oops, it's running. That's the secret. There we go. It's in the neutral position, which turns it off. So it switches one way, it runs one direction. Switches the other way, it runs the other direction. And that is how this works. So you don't have to constantly stick your finger in there and switch it on and off with that horrible little gray button. That's hard to get to. Instead, you just switch it like that. Wheel piece, it goes into a regular pin connection on the bottom, and it allows it to swivel and tilt. So it'll go around sharp corners and up and down hills. Same on this side. So the way this works, this is genius. If you have this print on facing the correct way, this way, see how that goes back? That will stop it. That will make that switch, that pointy part, go into the neutral position where it's stuck in between, equal on both sides. If you make it go that way, see how it pushed it out? It will push the button in and cause the train to move in that direction. Similarly, if you turn it the other way, it will go the other direction. And then there's one on both sides so you can go either way. That's how that works. Pretty darn cool. We've got lots of extra monorail track. I will warn you, these are not cheap because, like I said, they only came in a few sets and they're highly sought after, yearned for, lusted after. And that is the glorious Ariport Shuttle from 1990. One of 3 monorail sets and the biggest, and in my opinion, the greatest. Alright, go to the airport. Go on. There you go. As of the recording of this video, we've already had 2 people call about this set and reserve it. Now we do have that other set that we're still waiting on a few pieces and stickers to finish. So I hope by the time it's posted this might still be available, but it might not be. But at least we all got this close-up look at it. Bye. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Look at him go. He's just gonna do that all day. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. We got more interesting and awesome Lego-y goodness coming your way. I don't even want to take this apart, but I have to.